Hello and welcome to the webinar. Here we will discuss how we can take your business idea, convert it into a successful business reality, and take advantage of the incentives provided by the Unnati scheme. All you need is an ecosystem that understands your needs and executes your project as per the requirements of the Unnati scheme. To begin with, every promoter already has a rough idea or has worked in some detail on his business proposal or project. But the challenge is in fitting the idea or project with the requirements of the Unnati scheme. Next is the steps the promoter needs to follow to be compliant to the Unnati scheme requirements to maximize the incentives of the scheme. And what steps are to be followed to achieve this? The promoter or business owner already has a lot of burden in executing and operating their business idea. Here, he or she needs access to an ecosystem that streamlines the process, maintains delivery timelines, and executes to deliver the incentive for the promoter. Every project has multiple components. As highlighted here, we have divided them as per our experts who manage the technical aspects of the business. They are number one, detailed project report, accounts, GST filing, and compliance management. Number two, engineering, drawing, and design. Number three, procurement, construction, and design execution. Number four, subsidy expert, a team that handles and works to get your subsidy incentive. When our foundation was ideating on how we can help promoters get their subsidy incentive, we understood that only having a subsidy approach will not work. This scheme has high compliance requirements. The execution requires documents management and needs timely completion to maximize the benefits to the promoter. This can only be possible with an ecosystem approach. If you look at any big industry being set up, that promoter will have different teams for DPR, accounts, compliances, engineering, construction, design, and for subsidy incentive. We want to provide the same to everyone with the objective to maximize registrations on the Unnati scheme portal and make successful subsidy claims. As shown here, the promoter has the ecosystem supporting it. The role of Unnati Foundation is to be the support to the promoter and also ensure smooth communication with service providers and execution. Let us dive a bit deeper now. So, I would like you to pause the video if necessary to look at the different components that have been mentioned in the algorithmic chart. We have divided the entire flow into 4 stages. Number 1, prerequisites. What you need to prepare before getting the project started. Number 2, preparation. Project specific documents that make up the DPR. Application. Funding for project and registration on Unnati portal happens during this stage. And final is after finishing the project and starting commercial operations, the subsidy expert submits the document on the Unnati portal to start the process of subsidy incentive claim. Now let us look at all the stages more closely. Stage 1. Step 1. We will get you on a call with our DPR, accounts, GST, and compliance expert team. Step 2. They ask you to start preparing documents. Step 3. We get you on a call with our engineering, construction, procurement, and design expert team. Step 4. They make the estimates as per your requirements for architecture, construction, design, whatever is required. The estimates. Now, taking all the documents that have been prepared in stage 1, they become the ingredients that are needed to make the detailed project report. Step 1, with the documents of stage 1, your DPR is made. Step 2, using this DPR, you can approach the banks for financing. Also with this DPR, and with all the correct estimates and your revenue estimates, expenditure estimates, as well as your revenue estimates, you submit your entire list of documents to the subsidy expert and they will scrutinize it, and then only after that they will register you on the Government of India Unnati portal. Step 4, you start your project for construction. Step 5, your registration application is accepted and you get a registration certificate from Government of India. Now, stage 3 takes a couple of 1 year, 18 months, 2 years, but you have to complete your construction or start your commercial operations from the day you register to the start of commercial operations. Government of India, the scheme has given us a period of 4 years. So we try and complete as quickly as possible. That's why you need that expert team. So step 1 in stage 3 is you complete the construction. Step 2, you also maintain proper accounts and file GST regularly. Step 3, you start commercial operations. With all the documents that you have maintained, commercial operations document and everything, you submit it again to the subsidy expert. He scrutinizes the documents, and then after that he files for the capital investment subsidy incentive claim. Now stage 4, your subsidy incentive for capital investment is granted. Okay. Step 2, only after you get the capital investment incentive can you claim the other 2 subsidy incentives. Now every year you can collate the documents. How much interest are you paying? Right? Whatever we have discussed in the previous webinars, how much interest you are paying, how much GST you have paid, all that is collated, and according to the scheme requirements, you submit the documents, and those documents are again scrutinized and again uploaded, and then after that the government again releases your subsidy, right? So that will go on till 2034, right? Or for the matter, for the loans it will go on for 7 years, and for GST it will go on till 2034. So this basically is the ecosystem that I have been talking about, streamlined to ensure that your registration is successful, your project is timely completed, and fourth, you quickly make the submission for the subsidy, the first subsidy, and you get it into your account. That is the most important thing for me, because imagine you're already paying a pretty high interest rate. The principal and interest rate is going on together, so your EMIs will be high. So the quicker you complete and the quicker you start your commercial operations, the quicker you will get your first incentive, and then once you get the incentive, you use that to pay back the loan, and then your principal and interest amount reduces and makes your project even more viable. So that is the only intention of providing this ecosystem. Otherwise, the challenge is that if you take very long to complete, like maximum 4 years that is given, you take 4 years. Imagine those 48 months. So every year has 12 months, multiply it into 48 months, you're paying principal and interest without starting commercial operations. You can understand the challenges that you're going to face. So please be mindful when I keep saying ecosystem. This is what the ecosystem is for. How to start? You can call us on the number that is given in the ticker below. You can see over there. Or you can write to us at contact@unnatif.org. You register with us on the foundation. So there is a simple registration and there is a combo registration. So combo registration is that we obviously for the scheme you will require some amount of handholding in year 1. So year 1, whatever the fees is, the discounted donation fees as well as the registration donation, both combined, you can pay us at the same time before we start our services. And after that, after 1 year is over, if you do not need our services, then you can choose not to discontinue. The registration already exists with us. So we can do a soft follow-up, or it will not be as intense as in the first year, because that is the maximum time, and we don't want to hold on to you or give services which are extra, which is not necessary. You need it only for, according to us, you need it for 1 year and not more. And in case you need it for more, we are always available. We can extend it at any time. Then what we do is that our service providers from the stage 1, the documents preparation and all, they will reach out to you and you can start having your conversations with them. Then our support team will also reach out to you and streamline your activities. So for any follow-ups, for any meetings, that full year, we will be hand-holding you and ensuring that your process is handled in a very quick way. Then the final one is to convert your dream project into reality. That's what we are here for. And Unnati Foundation finds it a blessing that we were able, this the scheme, also the Unnati scheme, and our name is like, it's a coincidence, but the scheme also came at the time when we were contemplating on how to help businesses in the state to, like, maximize or to increase businesses in the state, and this basically happened at the same time. So this was a golden opportunity for us to reach out to businesses, and as well as fulfill our NGO's objective of enterprise development in Sikkim and the Northeast. So I would like to thank you, and I would like you to contact us, and let's start today. And the way to start today is by clicking on the Donate Now button given below, and let us start activities, and hope to see you and talk to you. Thank you so much, and that brings us to the end of the webinar. Bye bye.